Howdy, howdy, friends. Hello, hello, arty friends. That's what I should say. Hello, hello, arty friends.
That's all right. I'm just leaning forward here for a minute.
Leaning in and giving me, big old giant melon head. And then I'm trying to figure out if I like that over that.
Brad, it made I'm not sure I like the white on the black.
He was making some executive decisions over there that I told him I didn't know about. But, you gotta take it up with him. Hello, everyone. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. This is Sunday. I don't know what we're getting into. It's going to be some happy mail, let's look at some prints, let's talk about what's been done, and then maybe some, actual arting. That's what we try to do. That's usually the course of things.
I'm hoping I'm going to get, I am going to get to the journal today.
Wonderful.
Because I've got all of the parts there.
Wonderful.
And I have a surprise for everyone, too.
Ooh, all right.
But I'm not going to say.
Say hello in chat. I will say hello to you. Thumbsy upsies if you haven't already. Mucho importante here at the beginning. It's because it lets people know things. We don't really know exactly what, but, we're trusting the system. I don't know if that's a good thing to do or not. We've got Art Curious by MNW. That's Miriam. Becky Bokern. Belinda. Cookie Wookie. That's Mo. Darcy. Misadventures with Mixed Media. That's our Darcy. Dana. Devin. That's Yolanda. Eddie's here. Elizabeth. I'm very happy. We've got our trio of the hardcore mods. Now, we have some other people that come in and mod too, but those are our main mods.
Main ones?
The main ones. The trio. The Trouble Trio. That's what
I'm seeing.
See, they start a little trouble, but they mainly manage trouble. I think that's it. We're going to go with that. Anyway. All right. We've got Elizabeth here. And Fairy Tales and Fireflies. That's Patty. Fantastic. Patty, it's your happy mail. We are,
I just asked if you were here.
Gerald, Griffinshell, Yanka. Jeanette, a.k.a. Janet. Jennifer. Just for Crafts and Giggles. How you're turning into a regular. Kim Colson, Linda, Lizanne, Lydia, Marguerite, Maya's here, Paula, Pia, Rose Soto. Somebody else just popped in there.
Is my microphone where it's supposed to be?
Is that what they're saying?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just usually, see it more in the middle.
Okay. Y'all let us know, because I do move it around.
Eloise. It's her first time.
Well, hello, Eloise, and welcome. Okay.
Oh, I had a really good friend named Eloise, and she was my role model. She was 82, and she was still taking classes.
Love that.
And she was sharp and funny as a... I want to be Eloise. I'm sure she's long
Sandy's here.
But...
Sorry. Shannon, Suzanne, Terry, the Shelley Studio. That's Margot, Tracy LaBeouf, and Veronda Wills. If I missed you, it was not on purpose. It is simply... that I have just, give me those pinky hello hands like people are doing. Like Panka and Lydia and Carla. Carla's back on Facebook.
Terry, it's her first live.
Did you see I posted Carla? I think she was checking up on me. That's a good thing. You should always check up on me. Liz is here. Candy. Hey, Candy. All right, cool. Say hello in the chat, do that whole business. I'll try to catch you if I, have missed you. Erna, hello, just me. You have 2 more days to sign up for swaps. So get your patuki over there and sign up. I am not signing up for you, and if you want to sign up, then you just need to handle your business, lady. Handle your business.
Rude.
You are an adult person. Handle your business. That's over in the Makers of Mixed Media Art Artists Facebook group. If you were not a part of it. You're missing out.
Kathy MH just had pink hands.
Hello, Kathy. Man, we've got some good old regulars, some new people. Love it.
Oh.
I love it.
Oh, it's Dutch Liberation Holiday.
Oh, it is also Cinco de Mayo.
Wow, isn't that interesting? I don't think I ever put that together.
I know. Oh.
I signed up for Peace Crafts.
Y'all are just enabling her. You understand that, right? Okay. She loves it. I think she needs a shirt that says, I love to be enabled.
Enable me.
Enable me, please.
Oh, that's funny.
The older I get, the more enabling I need.
Hey, that's absolutely the truth. I mean, now come on. Okay, here. Oh, Elizabeth. She has pink
Hi,
hands.
Gelli. Elizabeth. Okay, cool. Should I go topside? Yes,
Yeah.
I do. Okay.
I'm ready.
We're gonna do some happy mail, y'all. Also known as looking through other people's mail.
Yeah. Okay. So you notice I tied this up so that it
Stayed together.
stayed all together. And I was going to do this the other day, and I just, you know how it is. I get started. Number one, look at this butterfly paper.
Oh, I know. Did Izzy see
I'm
that?
saving this because I'm going to decoupage this onto a little container for Izzy's bedroom. I think she will love it. She's already noticed it and said that
She would like some of that.
she would like some of that.
Oh, it should on one of your and that'll be a fast and easy one to do. But then, like, if you do the set with your containers,
Oh, yeah.
she wasn't even thinking of that.
Yeah, I was. I need more
What do you need?
half and half.
I'll find it for you.
Do you know where some are?
I think I do.
I really like those because they're square.
Yeah,
And I like square and round, you know.
together as
Yeah.
friends.
Check out this little box here. You know I love,
A good box.
there's nothing like a good box.
I love it when that post comes around.
I have a drawer full of little boxes. Some have things in them and some don't.
Do you
But
remember?
you just never know when you're going to need a little box.
Do you remember seeing that post that says, as an adult, you just, or early in life or something like that, that you don't realize how much of your adult life you spend wondering or contemplating on throwing away that really good box.
Absolutely.
Something like that.
I would dare say that it would be a significant amount of time.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, Eddie. Eddie's sending me many, not lots of them, but small ones. Envelopes. Mini.
All right. Tracy, this is from Tracy. She said, enclosed is a little something I picked up for you at a vintage market in Florida while on vacay. Enjoy. Look at that. Cool.
That is a nice gel print right there. Well done,
And then
Patty.
here's this lovely little thing. Butterflies can't see their wings. They can't see how truly beautiful they are, but everyone else can. People are like butterflies. And then she says, P, I truly hope you know how beautiful you are, Tracy.
Ooh.
Thank you. And then, I don't know where this envelope
This is
come
from Tracy. This isn't from, is this multiple Happy Mail?
No.
This is
Yeah,
from
it is.
Patty.
I'm getting to Patty.
Dear Lord. I was like,
Okay, but this is a very significant envelope here. Did you see? I practically had to get out the jackhammer to get that sucker open. So I'm saving this for a future pocket. Now here's what
when
was
she could find it. Notice she put it over this side.
Here's what. Oh, I'm not supposed to
Good
show
God.
that. I didn't on this one. See, I covered it up.
Good job. Good job, Pete.
Sorry, Tracy. Look at this. Is this not
Ooh.
just the bee's knees?
Wow.
And this is going to be a wonderful sachet.
Oh, for Izzy's little drawer in her.
Yes. And I even have, and I meant to get out the ribbon, the tie-dyed silk sari ribbon.
Yeah.
It's pink and sort of off-white. It's going to be beautiful with this. So, Tracy, you just hit the spot on a whole bunch of different things.
Yeah. There's a lot of butterfly fireworks going on around here.
And her sachet can match the butterflies on the thing here. I mean, you know, it is just woo 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 woo. Okay, Mariah, I'm gonna hand you the string and let you tie this up.
Okay.
So it all stays together.
Good
so I
God,
can
that's so true.
deal with it.
Deal with it. Okay, so that was all from Tracy LaBeouf.
That was all Tracy.
'Cause she's a
This
sweetie.
is from my swap partner, Patty. And you know, let me tell you what. Some of you have mentioned that you're a little intimidated about swapping. I love other people's stuff because it's not like mine. And it's so nice to have that variety. And this was a lovely, lovely letter. It made me cry. I'm not going to...
Oh, good God. I can just feel her emotions right now. Woo!
I'm already a little emotional, so I can't read that letter. But it was really sweet, and I will, of course, keep it. Now look at this.
Ooh.
I mean, right out of the, look at that.
Is that a dryer sheet?
I just think that's so beautiful.
No,
and I'm going to keep these out because these I'm going to use
Hey, Lori.
in my my new
Well,
paper collages, etc. Now look at this. This has got to be a page because both sides.
Oh, yes. We do need to say happy birthday to Paula.
Paula,
Happy
29,
birthday.
right?
We're not singing. I don't like singing happy birthday.
Oh, I love this. I love this so much because this really goes with I don't know if I kept that one in here. My sort of grunge look
Sherry.
stuff.
Hi, Barbara. Ooh,
Which
I love that.
I've not started anything on it.
Well done,
This
Patty.
is definitely in the color range of my my grunge look stuff. And I don't know what this is, but it's very interesting. It feels
I don't know what the Stevie Wonder version.
I don't know. I like it. The texture of the paper, and look at it
Hi, Nicola.
holds the wrinkles.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Very
Cool
nice.
stuff. Really,
And
the pink and the blue are not my natural
I love it.
go-to,
I love it.
but I love it, and I love that there's little sparkly bits there, because once you start using sparkly bits, this is definitely in my wheelhouse of colors here.
Well done.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. I like.
Did you do that with the toilet paper roll kind of thing? I think so.
I'm thinking so. But this is a magazine.
Drywall compound. She said on something.
Compound.
Yeah.
Wow. That's some heavy duty stuff. Isn't that wonderful? Of course, I love the grid. I might change the color ever so slightly.
I think that that's the nice thing about the scrap swap.
I do too, and some of these I love them because I feel like I could go ahead and do something else.
Right, like I think that's what they're meant for. Like
Yeah.
this wasn't, they're not done. They're scraps. They were meant for something else.
Yeah. And I love this I
Lots
don't know
of
what,
really good things in this.
a very pliable paper.
It almost looks like a heavy duty napkin.
It does. It's got texture to it. It might be Tyvek.
Now, is it? It could be.
Might be. It feels like it. One side is definitely, I love this spot right here.
With the red dot.
It's the moon rising.
Hello, Louise.
Wonderful little shiny dots.
Ooh.
Oh, I know. This goes with my, and I,
That's almost the color combo. Splash a little more yellow on there and you definitely got her covered.
remember the one where I stamped the little circles
Oh, yeah.
things all over? Well, I already cut it up and sent it away. I really thought about not doing that. It's in the packets now. You might get it. But that, I mean, it's not like I can't do something similar. But
Right.
yeah. Tracy, you did a good job there.
Patty.
Patty, Tracy, you did a good job too. I love the.
I'm keeping her on track, y'all.
I love the. All right, I'm passing this over so that I don't
Okay.
show addresses. Okay, I'm keeping these out, and you'll see why in just a minute.
Do I need to move the camera up a little? Or are you going to move that more in the middle? I don't know. I feel like it's kind of low, but...
Yeah, I do too. Is it? I can't look, and I've lost my chat here because I have to keep hitting the refresh on them. Oh. Keep that with the scraps. All right, so basically what I'm showing you today is what I've done to change these prints. This one. I went over the whole thing with kind of my washout blue here. Because I just thought it needed that. It needed that in order to pump up the contrast between the yellow and the background there. And I just thought it was a good unifying color because now it's all over. Then I went back in because Van was looking at it and he says, well, you've got lots of pluses, but you don't have any minuses. So I came in with the gold and added some minuses there. I used the squiggles stamp to bring the red into this over here and kind of, you know, break it up because it's the background. I didn't want it to be overpowering, and I really like the squiggle thing a lot. The squiggle stamp is very cool. Then I stamped the red circles over here to repeat the red.
Hi, Carol.
Okay, I think that's pretty. I have declared this
Finito.
And I'm handing it off to Mariah because she's going to photograph the ones that I'm considering done. I don't know yet on this one. I'm keeping it just simply because it just needs something else. I haven't decided what yet. But I'm still working on this.
It kind of needs something to, I don't know though.
Well, what I did do is I took my washes that I have up here, my washout stuff.
I don't think it needs anything else, and here's why.
Why?
Because we're going to create this book that then the next stage is whatever the person that purchases said book would like to do with it. This is not a lookbook. This is a tear it apart and do something with this here book. So, just keep that in mind.
I can keep that in mind. I just have a hard time letting go of things. And I'm not quite ready to let this go.
Let's photograph it so then it goes in the book as is, and then you can do whatever the heck you want to it.
All right. I will go with that. Oh, here. Hand it back. I haven't talked about what I did.
No.
It has about 14 layers.
Yeah, it's very heavy, and it's kind of gritty.
Well, that's the texture gesso. All right. So there's lots of colored pencils. And then I went through and I hit it with the yellow because I remember I had the white that I put out there. I just thought it was too much. So then I went over it with my washouts. And those washouts are wonderful because they kind of knock back some of the white of the circles because they were kind of taken over.
Yeah.
And I think that grunged out everything to the point that you don't just look in one place. You look around.
Yeah.
This is not a focal point type of artwork. It's a move your eye around.
Yeah, and this here one has, let's see, Eddie's Unraveling Squares. It has the coated mesh. That's Carrie's. It has his new little circle one, the sketchy circles. It has the new button one from us, the Sumi button.
Yeah, it's really, it has a lot of stuff on there. And if you don't really notice it, but it has those little tiny stamp.
Yes.
Little
tester stamps.
Tester stamps. Okay, what's happening on this? This is sort of my late night zen.
Bubbling. She bubbles.
I bubble. And now I'm coloring in the bubbles. And I've noticed that I must have been a little bleary, or I probably put my hand in it. I've since got a piece of paper. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to bring the blue over here and the marigold over here. That's my goal here.
Yeah.
And to get rid of this line down the middle as being really, really obvious.
No, I kind of like it.
I'm making the horizontals to balance out this strong vertical. And I'm still working on it. So I wanted you to see it because the next time you see it, it will look different. All right, now that's all of my old ones.
Yeah, and here's the tricky part, Lynn, about, I'm happy that she's not going too crazy kind of with some of the metallics because that's not going to transfer digitally. Like, it just doesn't. It dulls out. So, you know, like the golds are going to either kind of go maybe yellowy, but usually they kind of look like brown. Gets tricky. Tricky.
Okay, these are all brayer-offs that you're seeing here. What I'm doing now with my brayer-offs is I'm really trying to be very cognizant about where I'm going with them and how I'm putting them down. And even to the point of cleaning off my palette knife. I'm going to show you one here in a minute. Well, this is one too. Oh, I want to talk about something different on that one. But these are all new ones that you haven't seen before.
She went a little bloom
I mean,
crazy.
you have seen them, but you haven't seen. Okay. So over here on the side, can you see how I'm smushing it around and trying to distribute it so that there's not just one blob of something out there.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Betsy.
And then I came back in with the...
they would like to start videoing Late Night Zen with P. I'm telling you, we need one of those animal, like, webcam things that, like, it turns on whenever she has certain movement. But, like, we need to just have it in a certain area and no, like, face cam, no regular stuff around here. Because it's going to be a lot of her just, you know, snacking, watching videos. And we could, we'll put, like, a little... You know, like in out in warehouses, they have like the yellow tape line. You know, like where you're supposed to walk and stay within, and we'll yellow line. This is the Zen art area, and then that way she knows not to put her snacks in that area.
And I do have I have my headphones there plugged in over there, so I can actually. But the problem is most of the stuff I really enjoy watching is captioned. So
yeah.
Uh-huh. All right, so I think that this is working out really, really marvelously. Now, here's what I'm showing you. Look at these little papers. Now, I don't know, that might be a little bit off, but I'm really liking the pink and the reds together. And then in a little bit, we'll just put those over here. You can see those.
Yes, Gerald.
Interview them and see if they're going to, what?
Color management in the digital world without white balancing your images is tough. Yes.
Okay, now this is a really interesting one because I didn't even know there was anything on here until I started just messing around. I wanted to add some kind of dark. This is this kind of grungy green I've got.
But that gave me a really good idea, Gerald, so thank you for that. Because I think what I might do, because like in my swatch book and stuff, I have a thing that has, you know, it's like true white, true black, this, that. It's like color registration. And so I should just shoot it with that. I mean, that's like, duh.
Well, I don't
used
know.
to do that.
I have no idea
what
she's talking about and babbling on about over there. But anyway. All right, so this is also, but what this was, it was a clean off with the clear gesso, and it doesn't show up until you start doing some stuff on top of it. Isn't that cool? I think this is really elegant. This looks like to me fabric or maybe wallpaper, but it's not done yet. I'm going to take some of the red and make some red flowers over here and use one of the I call it a
I'll have to check into that,
I think
Sophia.
it's actually
Thank you.
a dahlia. All right, now here, this is cool. So the little squiggle stamp, I put it down and then I kind of squished it around a little bit so that I could have a definite little kind of bordery indicator in there. This is all my clean off from my... I have a little smushy thing there, but you know, it's no big deal. I can deal with that.
That's smush. I can deal with that.
I can deal with that. Now look at this. Isn't this wonderful?
I like this a lot. Oh, and just so y'all know, Carrie is traveling, so he won't be here for a while.
Oh.
If you're missing him.
Okay. So we've got the squiggles again. They just have that Asian vibe, I think.
Totally. Especially when you do them in red.
Especially when you do them in red.
And then you put them with blooms.
And you put them with blooms. And I don't know. This may be finished. I haven't decided yet.
I think some of them you should just kind of let be, because then the next step is for the next person.
True.
It's like a scrap
Now,
swap.
basically, all I did on this was use a washout where the white was and stamp over it with two different sizes, and you can see I stamped places that is kind of thin.
Yes.
I think this is, I don't know, I really love it. I love this little dot and then this little dot. That's on the brayer.
You know what? I just had a flash of memory about that. It reminds me of Grandma Francis's bathroom.
Oh, yes, yes.
That black
wallpaper
with the pink and
flowers.
Yeah.
I think they were like
Wouldn't it be wonderful to have a piece of that?
lotus blossoms or something.
It was a very fancy bathroom. Like, she had pink fuzzy rugs.
Yeah, it was.
It was pretty chic for a, farm bathroom.
Okay, so this one. Now, I don't know what this stamp is, Mariah.
That's the Desert Cracks.
Yes, okay. Well, it works almost in the reverse.
The block. Right, it's the block. It's not the lines. It's the block of it. And we like to do that. We give you options.
Yeah. Okay, I just wanted a suggestion of something here. And then you can still see, these are the gold. This is this, me doing that. And this is this. And then I don't think I went over, maybe I went over this with a wash. I can't remember. But isn't it lovely?
It is. I like that. I think that's my favorite so far.
Okay, and then here's another one with very,
it's got some shiny
very, lots of movement in this. And I love the contrast with this calm, plain area. And then all of a sudden you have these very action-y, brush strokey palette knife movement. Now, this one's not finished yet at all. But I'm even thinking about bringing in something.
We need to be careful about that. Now, any designs, obviously, that are under PM Artist Studio, because we would be putting this in a book that we're going to sell. And I just think that, because I don't know where those designs came from. And they may not have the same kind of angel policy that we do.
Okay.
So, that's something to keep in mind. I would rather that anything that you utilize in these that perhaps will go in the book that are done by PM Artist Studio and PM Artist Studio designers, because of course we will give credit. And I don't know exactly, I need to probably think about how all that's going to work a little further.
Alrighty, well, I guess we'll just nix that idea. Okay.
Yeah.
This I'm working on. I did come in with the yellow.
Yes, thanks, Patty.
And wash into some of these areas. I came in with colored pencil and did some definition, and probably will do some more of that. I would like to get some of this bright yellow, maybe in form of the flowers, in some of these red and purple areas to just kind of balance it out.
Well, and here's the thought. So, I think utilizing Patty's paper as inspiration, and then perhaps using, like, I think Brad is going to be turning, we have flower stamps, so just come in with some of the red, and
I really want him to get me a single cherry blossom stamp.
I can't remember if I texted him or not. I think I did, but, yeah. I think
because
that would be
I
the
think
one
the
that
cherry blossom is going to go with the chrysanthemums. It's going to go with the dahlias that, AKA, I call them also chrysanthemums. That
dahlias, daisies. What else do we have?
Yeah, I don't. The daisies
urchin.
I'm not bringing into this. I don't think they don't have to me that
Asian of age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now this one is. Okay, it's got smushy marks also.
Well, those dahlias almost have a lotus feel to them, too. That's why.
Well, maybe, perhaps. I don't know. But anyway, these are the ones that I'm working on now, plus I will continue with bubbles.
She'll continue bubbling.
And, yeah. So,
Hi, Joyce. Oh, wonderful. First time to a live. We got a lot of first-timers. I love it. That makes me so happy. Thumbs upsies, y'all.
I want to show you these and I want to talk about these because one of the things I really hate wasting paint. And especially when it has the potential to be something like these.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
This is where I brayer out and do my stamping from. So then what I have left over is I have, pardon me, if I'm doing this right, very little paint with a lot of, pardon me, texture.
Need some water? You good?
And I just think it's very cool. This one is very subtle. But you can see the multiple layers here of stuff going on.
Okay, Lynn. Lynn would like to see a dogwood. Like, I think the flowers on a dogwood.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's what she's...
Or maybe even a cherry blossom with some branches. You know, those little knobby.
You should draw that out.
I'm sure Brad can find it someplace. Okay, I pulled off. This was when I was
That's lazy
mixing
arting
paint,
right there.
and it already had some. You can see gold on there.
Mm-hmm.
So there's about 3 or 4 layers.
Hi, Gina. Hi, D-Ray.
And I really wanted to bring in this color that was on, and I'm very impressed with how I matched that up. I didn't want that grungy stuff just on the edge, so I took the washi tape and pulled off these little X's.
Okay, Sandy.
And a minus.
That's kind of P's idea too. That or feeling about the flowers. You like the one single one because then you can position and do your thing.
I can position it. That's my feeling. If you want to make a bunch,
maybe make them in 3 different sizes. Then that way you can.
I love the different sizes. That's why my chrysanthemums I have in 3 different sizes.
So the cluster so it could still be one stamp, and if you want to cut it apart, how about it, whatever.
Yeah, but if they overlap, you
can't do that.
You can't do that.
Okay.
Yeah. That's just my feeling. I think this is very interesting texturally. You can see that this is the little squiggles that I and then pulled it with green gold.
So basically what y'all are saying is that we need all the flowers.
Yeah, in a single stamp.
Mm-hmm, all the flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now I think this might be something that I could make this very easily into either a postcard.
Yes.
Or taking the things that Patty sent me, the flowers, tearing them out and gluing them on here with...
Great little journal card or a card, art card.
Yeah. Whatever there. I think this is a very interesting background, and again, is perfect for adding something on here that has a lot more interest to it. Your background doesn't fight with your main...
It looks like parquet flooring.
Object.
That's what came to mind there. Parquet.
Okay, look at this, how it just left the edge. Okay, and this is pulled with golden, fine. You can see that over here.
Ooh.
But this is also one of my
announcement that I forgot. Christy Hartman, all the flower talk was making me think of her because she does some awesome flowers. We need to turn some of her flowers into stamps. But anyway, her interview will be May 20th.
Ah. And this is...
I love you. You're just like, okay, thanks for that. I love it.
I was more back there. The interview part was okay. I mean, I'll get excited about that when it happens.
Yeah.
But what I am excited about is
She was dwelling on
the flowers.
Flowers, okay.
And we absolutely need some of Christy Hartman's flowers because they will lend themselves splendidly.
You went all out with the one little individual, so that's why she's perking up. She's like, yes, I need those. Okay.
Yeah.
Christy will be happy to hear that.
And I think it would be really cool if you would have all of them. Oh, and this is the background.
I love
pull
that.
off from
what we did with, this business that I haven't cut up yet. In fact, that's a nice little lead into tomorrow. I'm hoping that we have some new things. I don't know yet. We are trying not to just show things and not use them. So that's why there's been like a little slower rollout with the actual stencils and stamps, because we want to make sure that we get the love upon them. I mean, at least a decent amount. It's hard. And thankfully the designers themselves, obviously, if they have channels, do a good part on theirs. But we feel like, it's part of our deal that we need to be doing that too. But anyways, we have more things coming. Very exciting things. Lots of flower stuff coming. Stencil-wise. And then there should be some stamp-wise as well. But, very jungle-inspired, kind of jungly.
I don't know.
Hawaiian.
Hawaiian?
Hawaiian.
Well, I might be able to get in that. We've got some Hawaiian stuff already that we could
kind of
incorporate.
But anyway, I'm going to do some of that tomorrow. Maybe I just play around with stamps tomorrow and do pointing. Because I don't have anything necessarily set. I have my book and there's something I do want to show you guys with that. But I don't know that I'm going to do that on camera because it's probably a little detailed and I don't know that it's that interesting. I want to talk about it. I'm going to do a little like, arty talk like P does.
Okay.
She just got really bored with that conversation.
Yeah, well, okay. Now, a couple of people mentioned this, and I had already thought about it, but I thought,
Hey, it's on Brad's to-do, Becky.
What is?
She's got a stamp design coming up, but we have to, there's kind of a size versus, like, what's getting kind of burnt out, because, that's what happens with the cutting of the stamps, is that sometimes if there are areas of it that are really small or very intricate, but yet you still want to keep that as a big part of the design, then you got to tweak some things, either machine-wise or design-wise, and then you decide, like, kind of what makes the most sense. Again, she's glazing over.
A lot of talky today. Somebody mentioned, this is all great and good until you lose your stick.
Okay, Kathy Brooks says she loves this folder purse. We call them pouches. Because, we just do weird things over here at PMR Studio. This particular one, at least 3 streams?
I don't know. This part here was practically,
But she didn't, she talked through it. She showed, like, the setting up, or, like, the prepping of the little donut business.
Yeah, because this little thing right here was a lot more complicated than it looks, just glued down and whatever.
Right, but she did do some of the stamping on stream.
Yeah.
She did some of the color wash, and then even some of the dabbing, pointing kind of business. But then a lot more of that was done after.
I'm just dumping this all out because these are the things that I used here. Yeah, okay, I think we got it.
Yeah.
Got it all.
Is it all out?
It's all out here. All right, so I started off making, all right, see. I need to have this, and I'm going to have to get out but I'm not going to do that. That's painful.
I'm just going to talk about it.
I'm going to talk about it. Making a hole and then putting in the little grommet thing. I'm going to do that. I just really haven't decided exactly if I want it on this thing or if I want it on this thing. So that when I add this string to this little hole. All right, this little hole here represents
hours.
A lot of time. I spent a lot of time on that little hole.
Well, number one, there was time looking for the thing that goes in the hole.
And then we're going to spend some time. Oh, no, I already know I'm going to use wax linen.
Oh, but no, the little screwy bit there.
Oh, yeah.
Because I helped find some things, and then she still really wasn't happy with that, and I don't know.
All right, I started off with the pointy tool here.
Digging holes is hard.
Digging holes is hard, and you would think that this particular stick, which is driftwood, would be really soft. It's not. I have a feeling that it's willow. I thought it was cottonwood, but I don't think it is because cottonwood is very soft. You can drill that with no problem.
Also wood.
So then I did that, and then I tried doing this. Well, these little things right here are great for making the hole ever so slightly larger.
But you need to pre-drill.
The actual, it isn't, yeah.
It needs to be
may look like a drill bit. It doesn't work so. Well, actually, these are made for clay, so. So then I actually used a nail to get started with.
Tools matter.
Yes. Always. always.
And the size of your tools.
And the size of your
Sometimes
tools.
matter.
The best thing that worked is once I got the hole started, I got these little eye hooks and cup hooks.
Yeah.
And that's what I actually got. That's what I actually used as my drill bit.
Well,
it was nice to my hand, but now I will say,
can I talk about something for just a second? Coming from the, building materials world. Fasteners matter. The type, there's a reason that a bit or a screw or anything like that will indicate what type of material, because these things matter.
all right, yeah, well, whatever.
I wanted to go into more on that.
I don't really care about that. If you stick your nail in your eye hook, you can get a lot more leverage.
Hello, Em.
It doesn't hurt your finger. And so you can just drill right through that. Because this was an old stick, and I really wanted to have, I know I used to have a drill bit that fit into the drill that I used to have upstairs here. I don't know what happened to all that stuff, but I no longer have that available.
SWL says the Dremel tool would have been 5 seconds.
Well, I don't have one of those.
She does not.
So I just had to use what I had.
Brad has one somewhere. But then trying to find the bit, it would have...
Yeah, that would have made you slightly crazy. So I do have a hairline fracture here. And I know that that's probably over time going to get bigger. And I'm anticipating,
Wood
that.
glue. Wood glue. Shove it in the hole. Wood glue. Shove it in the hole.
That is not a very aesthetic.
Hey, wood glue.
Solution.
Here. Kintsugi.
Can you just shush it up and just wait for me to get on with it here? I mean, God, you're such a buzzkill, Mariah.
I didn't realize that this is... I didn't know that this was your big reveal.
Well, it was a surprise.
Surprise! I am very surprised and excited about this. Okay, what's your thought on it? Do it.
There's sometimes when I really wished I could reach across here and just slap the snot out of you. Okay, here it is. All right, so it wasn't the right color, the stuff that I had. And I know, it's going to be kind of hard because God knows how many different things I used to.
And you didn't log it.
And I did not log it. So I don't know. But I'm going to put that here so that
Bye, Miriam.
You can see what my dilemma was. Because I want this crack fill to go with this. So I thought, well, here, we'll just mix up some. And this is about 6 different colors of eyeshadow.
Oh, you just mixed them. It's lovely.
And then copper and gold in the Pearl X. And
So
it even has a little bit of black in it.
Custom mix, not to be repeated.
Now, I want you to see that. Hot diggity. Now, let me tell you what. That took about an hour and a half to get that on this. And I saved this paper to show it to you. Because this was my mixing spot.
Oh. Well done.
And I kept that because I have learned that you can do something with that. You can... The way that I got some of the pearlized thing when I did my donuts that I made out of paint, dried out paint, you can stick it to the lid and then, it's not like a whole bunch on there. It's just a little shimmer.
Yes. Because the thing is, like, if you try to drop that, like, onto the plate or directly onto something, it's a lot.
It's a lot, and it'll create little gobby things on there, and you don't necessarily... But isn't that a cute little container?
Ooh, here's a little thought with that.
All right.
Hey, 1 second, have a little thought with that. What if you were to, like, lay down a stencil onto some of the waxed paper, shake it about a little bit, keep the stencil on there, dust it off, and then it would be in a pattern. might be kind of interesting. You could do that on the gel plate, too. Now, that would be thicker because it's going to hold on to more.
It is. It is. Dusting it on, I think, would be the way to go. Even like if you used a big old puffy makeup brush.
Yeah, but you want to be careful about that because it does kind of go into the air. You don't need to be
mask up even.
Mask up. Yeah.
Mask up. Just to be on the safe side. All right. Well, then I remembered my little thing with my paint. Remember my gold nugget?
Hi, Anina.
All right, so what I did, and I put this little piece of, to keep it moist, because it's still malleable. This is my...
Oh, more of that stuff.
And what I did is I just took my... And I stopped because I wanted to really kind of show you how this is, you know...
This is very exciting.
Working out here.
Ooh.
Now, I've done this. This is like the second or third time, so it's gradually changing. But I stopped because I really wanted you to see how this little wormy thing was created. And it's really, it doesn't want to. It's harder than you think to roll out because it keeps wanting to come back into its original.
Oh, kind of.
It's kind of like when you're making tortillas, and that tortilla
it's dough-like, yeah.
You know, coming back together. All right. So anyway.
Bye, Yanka.
Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to very carefully put this back in here because I do not want this to dry out. I want it to stay malleable and whatnot so that we can actually use it. What I want to do here now is, because the crack is there, but it's not big enough to really do anything with, I'm going to make it ever so slightly larger so that I can get that little wormy business down in there. I don't want to destroy the integrity of the stick, but I do want to take care of this problem. So you can see, cut very little off, but just enough to get that little wormy thing down into...
Are you going to do that?
I plan on it, yeah.
Okay.
If we can...
I'm just going to bring it down closer.
This side, did you see how that moved? I have to be very careful here. And this is the one where it's just kind of chipping out as I was doing my faux drilling.
And that is pretty smart to go ahead and kind of do it that way because over time it was going to do that. And so even if you were just really light and easy with it,
yes,
what would happen is just a big chunk would come out anyhow.
Yes. I think so.
So it's kind of one of those things where it's like whenever you're repairing, like, you know, some of that woodwork stuff, you really got to clean out all, like, sort of the rot.
And the thing is I wanted this to be kintsugi-like.
Mention.
I don't want it to cover up the stick. I don't want it to take over, but
you need it to fill in that area.
I need it to fill in, and structurally, I mean, it's performing a function here as well as aesthetics, because it's going to help.
Now, you might want to go ahead and maybe put a little bit of wood glue there just so it would adhere ever so slightly better.
Well, I think so. And here's the thing. This just molds right in there. I don't know if it's like Mariah said, I don't know if it's going to remain in there once it dries. But here's what I thought. I thought it would be a lot better to put it in there. If it does fall out, then it'll be dry. I can glue it. And it will
but it's formed, yes.
It's formed into the shape of the the thing that we got
Yeah,
out there.
and you might even, like, once it's fully dry, to just come along with a little bit of sandpaper.
And make
Smooth
it
it,
just
yeah.
so that it takes it out. That is my thought. Okay, that's a little bit more.
I think we've worked out some of the issues there, Alice, but thank you. I love that. I think it's beautiful.
Thank you. This was your surprise, and you almost ruined it with your...
I was still very surprised and very excited. With my abilities to kind of see where things are going. Make connections. Yes, be mad about that. You should be proud.
Okay. Now, I don't want my hole to be compromised here. So I need to come in and make sure that it's still open, but you can see.
Oh, here. Yeah, you need to get underneath there, because remember I moved it in. So there you go. I think that's wonderful.
And
Hi, Margie.
I may, just because I can and have leftover materials here, I'm putting them back in here in my little piece of damp.
Save it for later. That was smart.
Go ahead and repeat that down on the other end here so that it looks more purposeful and, oh.
Here, give me that, and I can kind of, I know what you're trying to do there. And
Well, I just pulled the whole thing right back out.
But this is why you need the wood glue, to secure it. But right now she's shaping it and forming it.
And I'm not going to touch it anymore.
Yeah, because you're just going to, because it's still sticky, so it sticks.
Yeah.
It's sort of dried up paint. So she's basically using it kind of like clay molding, but she is going to put it into the stick. But she needs something, once it has fully dried, to fit the area. Then you just put a little dab of glue there, which should adhere nicely to the acrylic and to the stick. Because the glue may even reactivate the acrylic ever so slightly, bring that down towards you ever. So there you go. No.
There?
Towards yourself. There you go. Perfect. There you go.
Alrighty. Well, that was my wonderful experiment. I just wanted to show you all the tools that I had to use in order to facilitate that little jobber there. And I'm just going to let this, Mariah, I'm going to hand you this. Can you put it someplace where it's not going to get knocked?
Yep.
And put the tools back on the cart here. Put my nail back in the drawer over here so that I can get it next time. And I kept this little thing out here because I don't know if I want to add this to this for my little hole that I'm going to make my, to put my string through. I don't know that yet, but I'm holding off on that, making a decision on that, simply because I want to see how the stick works out.
Right.
And we won't know
Sophia.
that until that's all dried up and whatever. I just knocked the camera, did I? Move it about. I'm keeping this stuff in here because these are awfully tiny little things and they might get lost. And this is just a lovely way to...
And hello, the chat. I know we've got our Netherland crew is representing today.
And I'm telling you what, once that's in there,
Okay.
this stuff here, it kind of grabs it because it's that tape, and it's kind of pliable. So it really does work well as a slider.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I have two little cool pieces of cardboard that I rescued from somewhere.
Yeah, from where? Just somewhere, or are you being, I don't know if you're being...
No, it was in the paint.
Oh, okay.
The paint that I put into my thing down here. I finally got paint that I haven't used because it was in a drawer over yonder and I couldn't reach it. But this was in there and I thought that was very interesting. All right, new pouch has been, oh gosh.
Uh-oh, that sounds
Not
sticky.
yeah, well that's some of that tulip paint.
Yes, it takes a little while to fully dry because it stays squishy.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you know, it's not like we're tearing up anything here on this thing. So, basically what I have here is I have a bunch of papers. I know this is white on white. It's kind of hard to see it, but I love the ripply content of this. Yes. I think it's really great.
Because of the it's funny because of the moisture in the texture paste. It sort of,
it kind of,
yeah,
sucks it up and wrinkles it up. I've got the large size.
Oh, hello, Jan.
I've got two of the medium size. Then I did the little ones too.
Now these are all the Sumi marks, P's new design, that are available not only in stencil 5x7, 8x10, 9x12, but then she has the stamps available, either the crosses or the dashes.
Yes, and I went ahead and used some of the old. I don't know the name of this one, but this is a stamp that we've had for a long time.
Pluses.
Pluses. I just have
style 1, style 2.
I had pluses that I thought, you know, I might use that, but I like the different scale of things. Then I had this little bit of paper left over because I did some
and these are Paula's, some of her latest designs, the Flora ATCs, Flora Fauna, which I was like, oh, Fauna's actually animals, but you know.
And this is right here.
Sounded
This is
good.
all this is the rub off from that.
Yeah.
Onto the craft paper. Don't know if I'm going to use those, but once you're doing this whole stenciling process and you've got your stuff out here, you might as well just, you know, get her done.
Get yourself a pile of things.
Get yourself a pile of things so you don't have to go back and do it. Because if you have to stop everything,
make some more,
you have to wait for it to dry.
Mm-hmm.
And it does dry relatively quickly. I went ahead and did a black. I don't think that I'm going to use this, but I thought it would be interesting to have this. I really, I love the black paper. I just don't like this black paper. It's sucky.
She likes the idea.
I like the idea.
She wants black paper.
I want black paper, but I want black paper in
wet string.
Carnival.
Yeah.
Tissue string. Because this is horrible. I'm always yanking off a piece of
Mimi.
it. See? And that wasn't intentional.
Right.
But I was just trying to, it got stuck to something. But anyway, we've got all of these papers to work with here. The reason I say make your papers ahead of time, it's a whole lot easier to gel print this than it is to gel print this.
She's learning things, y'all.
I'm learning some things.
Tips and tricks.
Tips and tricks. Now,
Pouch
that is
number
not
5.
to say that I'm not going to gel print this. I probably will. Cleaned up my plates and they're all good to go. Number one, because of the surface of this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here's my color inspiration here. I need to have that out.
And look at that.
I'm really, you know, I've got some ideas about how to do that.
Well, we've okay, that has been a discussion before, Kathy, but then it's kind of like you lose the essence of the tissue paper. Because remember, we've talked about this whole problem solving the black tissue business. You know, you could spray the Carnival wet strength, but then most sprays are going to probably reactivate, and then, you know, trying to get a more true black it's either going to be a purpley or a bluish type thing, and
Oh yeah,
color's going to
I've
leach.
tried making this paper,
Right.
and it's just.
But then once you put acrylic paint on it, then you lose the kind of, you know, that whole essence of the tissue.
And it doesn't, of course it doesn't act the same as this, but you know, I mean, this isn't, this paper is okay. And it's certainly great for just,
Now here is a thought. We should try to get our little hands on some of that newest, latest, I think it's Black 4.0 is where they're at. Culture Hustle, Stuart Simple, and his highly, you know, coveted paint. But I'm kind of wondering, even if you watered it down, if you could sort of dye the paper.
And still have the texture of the tissue.
Because it is such a solid, concentrated pigment.
I've got this here. This is the 2.0. They now have 3.0.
No, 4.
Oh, 4.
Mm-hmm. Twice as black. We could just use that. I think that would.
I need, what I need to do is I need to just make this into a washout because there's just a tiny little bit down in the bottom.
Well, see, there you go. So that's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we paid a pretty penny for that a while back.
Yeah, and I like the white because it smells like vanilla.
Yeah, the white's beautiful.
Okay, well, there's that. So that's an experiment to.
Oh.
What?
Devin says she mailed us some prints on the black deli paper. You can see if you like that. It's the same stuff I think that we have. I think it's like that stuff over there, like steak paper. Like we've had a little bit of everything. It still just doesn't meet her.
I don't remember using black deli paper. Did I just not know what it was?
Okay, so the roll of paper over there,
Yeah.
I think that's what people call the black deli paper.
Oh, that sucks. It's no bueno.
Yeah. But I need to look for that.
Yeah. Alrighty.
To make sure.
So we know our palette is this here. So let's just get after it. I did condition all of my, and boy did they need it. When you start having problems getting off your pulls, you probably need to condition your plate. Because it's working overtime. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to gel plate these with the idea that we can do something different later. If we don't like it. Now, the stuff that you see on here
Alright, I need to fix this. I'm just gonna, number one.
is on the back side. So this is a perfectly clean plate. And Mariah's ordered me some hammermill in 18 or 12 by
12 by
14.
8. No, 12 by 18.
Okay, 12 by 8.
18. 12 by 18.
Be able to do those yet. Alrighty. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get, where's my,
It's hard to get that whole plate in.
we're going to get some different greens going on here, and we're going to, this is the Galleria Winsor Newton.
Should I go up
And
further? Should I
Pardon?
get the whole plate in?
I don't know because I can't see up there.
Well, it's just more of a, like, in theory. Would you like the whole plate in?
Well, I think that'd be a pretty good idea, yeah, since people would like to know what's...
What's what? Okay. There we go. Hokey pokey, y'all. Gotta...
Hokey pokey.
Oh, good God.
This is open, green gold. It doesn't have to be open, but I just happen to have this. And I did find my other fluid acrylic that had fallen off the... Took a little crater dive off the card over there. know why I have such a hard time getting these lids on and off. It's just crazy. Crazy, crazy.
Crazy.
Okay, let's just see what happens when we do that.
Mm-hmm. Now, she didn't use that whole plate. I'm going to throw some at her. Did you see how green she turned because of the reflection? She's not sick. She's fine. Yes, we got all the ASMR today, and I think I've knocked the mic enough times to have some good thumps. Those of you that have come in, do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already. If you're new to the channel, would you please subscribe? We would love to have you and get you notified each and every time that we do these things. We stream 4 times a week, and then sometimes we drop a video. Sometimes. And once we hit 10,000 subscribers, which we are now 1,040 something, I think, away, then we will be doing some big old giveaways, like golden paint. Now, y'all have to pay for the shipping. I'm just going to keep saying that. So that way it's all knowed up. Like, by the time we hit there, everybody's going to be like, yes, we know, Mariah. We know. Just, you know. Just want to make sure everybody heard it at least once.
Oh my gosh, it just about messed up my really pristine paper.
Yeah. And then you were like, but yeah, not that many. And then I could tell that you were thinking about, like, how much that would be. Like, that's a lot. 4 times is enough. And then do you guys, I noticed that at the beginning, some of y'all were mentioning a little bit about the new thumbnails, the new general look and feel of the channel. I finally even updated that, you know, we stream on Mondays on the main header. Ooh, one other thing I wanted to let y'all know, coming up in June, Brad and I and Izzy will be going on our annual boat trip. We're now just official, I think, you know.
Thank God I don't have to go.
We are also thankful for that because of this attitude. We've invited her. She doesn't want to go. But anyway, her and Josh will be, her being P, the Patricia of the PM Artist Studio, and Joshy will be streaming that week together. We need to get him more pumped up. I need more personality from him. I know he has it. I've glimpsed moments while he's chit-chatting with his buddies, or his cousins and his brother.
I think part of it is he's trying to think about things a lot. And when it's like when I'm thinking about things and Mariah's over there chatting away, and I could just, you know, smack her because she's interrupting my whole thought process. I'm not being ugly. I'm just saying.
Right. These are facts. It's not judgment.
Don't do that to me. That it messes me up. It makes me a little bit angry.
Uh-huh.
And I think Joshy just is trying really hard to think about what's going on, what he needs to do. And I think maybe it's just ever so slightly, you know, he just...
It will be some PJ week.
So I don't care that he's not, you know, chatting up a storm over there.
Okay.
It does not. And if it bothers you all, I guess you can...
You can encourage him to be a bit more animated.
You can ask him questions or what. That's really the way I think to do it, is to ask him specific questions if you want to know. And God knows I don't like to talk over here. Oh, these are turning out wonderful. I've thought about this so much. You don't know how much I've thought about this. All right, now, because of my limited space for which I have washouts here. I don't necessarily have the colors that I would need, so I have to make them kind of on the fly. And yeah, there's that. Also, I have other ways of changing the color that I've got going on out here.
Okay, they're all very happy with this. So that's just me.
What?
They seem to be very happy with Josh and saying that, you know,
Yeah.
he's fine and no need to push him to be more lively.
I think he's
Poor kid, I might stress him out.
he's a very thoughtful young man, and I think we should
just honor that.
Honor that and respect that.
Oh, Anina, so glad that you asked. So, over there in Makers, and actually, even if you go to like our homepage or watch the video, I think that might explain a bit more in detail, but I'll try to do my best to give you like just a little, you know, the cliff notes of all of it. But we do have a video that explains like all the different things and you know, what the Makers Creative Collab is really about. So we like to put an overall theme to all things Makers each month. And that's really what that hashtag has become. It kind of hopefully helps prompt you into deciding on whether do you want more details. Well, that's the collage prompts as well. You can put that pedal to the metal idea, then think, okay, well, how does then, you know, how do I then utilize those collage prompts into a piece? And then if you feel like, you know, above and beyond that, you kind of want to incorporate, which this month it's really great because the color combo is the lemon yellow, spring green, and lilac. Well, Eddie included purple or violet in his, which you could kind of interswap those purples and then bring in those other two colors along with the metallic and or black and white. So, like, that's where it's, you can bring in as many elements in any of the challenges or collabs or, you know, however you want to look at it. It's not really a competition. It's more about an inner challenge of utilizing the different things that we put forth into Makers. And then if you're really into it and you want to start then swapping with people, then you can swap your scraps under Rhonda's scrap swap, or you want to start making things and you need a little bit more guidance on what that thing is, the piece that you're going to create. Well, that would be then with Becky. And this current month is journal cards or bookmarks. So it's just a way to get you kind of like, oh, okay, I don't really know what to make. And then here's some ideas to implement into those makes. And the luster prompt is also connected to the metal part of the collab. Thank you, Eddie. And that was smart. That's good stuff. Yes, I think, yes, when you first enter into all things PM Artist Studio, I am sure that it's like, oh my God, that's a lot. We sometimes feel like that. But it really is just whatever pieces and parts you want to take from it, that is completely fine. The, you know, how much you want to post and interact is just perfectly acceptable. Whatever you're comfortable with. Can you tell Lynn what P is printing on? Oh, Deli, no. Okay, so this is the carnival tissue paper that was texture pasted. So that's why it has that ripply look to it, and that is that's the light and fluffy texture paste. I believe, are you printing to the front or the back or the...
I'm printing the front.
Okay, so on the, she's printing to the textured side. Do you need more? It didn't adhere to your...
Yeah, I'm just thinking I needed to get it a bit squishier.
So you have to think it's actual texture paste. So number
yeah,
one...
it looks like I've got some pieces that are coming off here.
It does. If you... We know that if you kind of add water or anything kind of wet to the texture paste that has been applied to the wet shrink tissue, they will peel off. We've actually...
And there's some little edges that were probably, you know, just hanging on by the
skin of their little pieces.
Yeah. And those are coming off, but that's not a big deal. Okay, I'm liking that.
Like, see, I peeled all of those off of tissue paper and then glued them down. She's really lightened up a lot.
Yeah.
Now that she's fully dry. It took a while. There was a lot of moisture. Ooh.
Now, you wouldn't be able to do this with the black paper. It would tear. I can just tell you by the way it's feeling as it's coming off of that. But it's kind of nice to have this as a backup for, you know, if I want to add magnets for the closure.
Eddie loves this color.
Oh, well, good.
I don't know that I love this color.
Mariah doesn't know that she loves it, but she will eventually love it. Okay. Now, we've got these papers, and they're drying. And the reason that I'm kind of a little iffy about that is because there was some open paint in there.
Oh.
Yeah. That's all right. Okay, so basically what I want to do here is I want to get something different down onto the actual surface of the pouch. And here we go. We're going to employ...
Yes, Ricky, that is true.
Jenkins!
Jenkins! We haven't had Jenkins in a while. Paula is excited. She gets really excited about Jenkins.
I really need to be careful about where I put this because I grab for those all the time. The really nice thing about using a paint that's already mixed up is that you don't have to try to figure out what it was when you come back in again and try to... I'm trying to get this all over.
Your paint's drying. Paint's drying.
Paint's drying.
Flip your brayer. Flip your brayer.
I just want to get a little bit of it everywhere. But you can see what happens. It doesn't work very well as a...
This one's going to be froggy. Is that where we're going with this green pouch? I got some good jungle things coming up.
Oh.
That may actually, you know...
A jungle pouch?
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, let's do that again. This is providing some contrast with what you already have there. We'll soup this up a little bit more so that it gives me a little bit more time to...
Kermit's camo pouch. Yeah. That was funny.
As you can see, these pouches are very problematic in that I can't get them to...
They don't lay down flat.
They don't lay down flat. They take up a lot of room. It's hard to get. Is it all in the shot? Because I can't see anything. And my screen went blank.
You're doing good. I think I got the camera at the right distance. Now, the flipping around of all the colors and everything keeps messing with your camera, but I'm just going to not try to obsess about that.
Don't obsess about it, Mariah.
Okay.
don't want to use my bearing because I'll be getting ucky paint all over it.
Yes. The brayer is a better tool for this. I can't believe how quickly that dried.
I know, it really is drying like super fast.
And it's pretty, you know, we have moisture in the air. It's been raining like crazy. The creek is like high. It's flooding in some parts of Texas.
I don't know. You know what I think I'm going to do here? Just to get something on here and to get this moving about, I need a little bit more.
Oh, that sounds fun. Bye, Legia. Thanks for hanging.
I'm going to have to replenish my yellow. I've been using a lot of yellow.
You have been using a lot of yellow lately. And then I really do think you need to make the black into a wash. And try to crinkle up you know, or cover a sheet or two of the Carnival wet strength tissue. Hello, Estella. Hi, Jackie.
Got some itchies going on here.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was digging into my wrist.
I think that bracelet used to be mine.
All right, there we go. Now we're going in the tall cotton.
There you go. No.
We're going to try that one again. That was a good mixture.
I think we've had maybe 1 or 2 tornado warnings and nothing, you know. Now, it's been stormy. More than anything, we get freaked out about the hail because it causes, you know, I mean, obviously tornado would be terrible, but the hail is more likely and causes quite a bit of damage. I mean, we had one year there was 2 hailstorms that came through, and I mean, we had to make 2 different insurance claims, which was an interesting process because they were within like 2 weeks of each other. Did you get it? I mean, it's going green. It's your pouch. See, y'all wanted to know how these pouches get started. Here it is.
This is it.
So
it's painful.
Basically, just those of you that
you just keep going after it till it gets to the point that you like it.
There's enough coverage on it. So just so to recap, a couple streams back or so, you know, and as you kind of watch these different ones, P has brought in the different, you know, like newer pouches. So each time she's working on some, she's showing, okay, well, here's going to be the next one. And you'll have seen this one even when she cut the pouch flap. When she put the pouch flap on, and then when it was cut, and then kind of talked through that some more, and basically gave some ideas about where she was heading with the layout of it. And then
yes, and it
was still brown then.
I like the fact that it's this part is different than this. It's not getting lost in the shuffle there. You can actually see the difference in the
Oh, hi, Leslie.
In the two. And I like that. I think this is coming along nicely. I'm liking it very much. Okay, now basically what I need to do is I need to get this up, and I'm going to
use the Jenkins.
pull this. I'm really running out of, I don't know what's
You don't have your
wet
tape.
back here and what's not. Oh, that's pretty dry.
You don't have your little side table. What's up with that?
Oh, yeah. Duh.
That's why you're missing space.
Okay. We're going to get a little bit of this out here.
Did I say hello? Hello, Teresa. If I didn't say hello, I don't know that I did.
I'm trying to put my colors back in the same spot so that I don't have to keep searching for them.
Right.
And look how cool this brayer off's looking.
That is fabulous.
So I just need to remember to move it around and...
Hi, Tammy.
Isn't this gorgeous?
That's lovely. Even for a green. Where are you at with your carnival? Because, you know, that box has been sitting down there, I bet you, for
Hey, I'm
3 or 4 months, at least.
I'm, yeah. I was going through a lot of it there for a while.
And that's why we were
And
worried.
then,
And then you weren't.
and then I wasn't. But you know what? I bet you it's more expensive now than when you bought it.
That's true. I do believe that that may very well be true.
All right, so we're going to let this dry. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous?
Yummy, yummy. Jennifer
Very
says,
happy.
great jewel tone green.
Very happy with that.
It's
And
like a glowing emerald.
my plan is already changing.
Y'all know that.
All right,
You got 30 minutes.
I've got 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Boy, that dude's still really wet. I don't know. I think this one needs some more
Yes.
stuff on it. So I happen to have an extra. Look at how clean that plate is.
Ooh, look at that.
I have to stop that. All right, let's get a little. Like I said, I may have to mix up some more yellow. Wash out yellow. And I don't like having to do that on the fly. I'm taking this away because I think
She likes it.
I like it just like it is, and it could actually be a part of the whole pouch design. All right, we've got some.
She's having another go at that one print.
Yeah, because it's just it doesn't have enough on it. And I don't know that this is going to be the way to go if I hurry up and get it down there.
It's crazing quite a bit.
Kind of some crazy.
And go. I don't think that's a new. Is that the newer plate?
Yeah, this is the new one. I can tell because I can still smell it.
It still has the smell.
But I also conditioned it and cleaned it up. Okay, that is looking spectacular. Loving that. All right, so that's one. Now, where's my other one that looks sort of like that one? Let's see if we can get a similar effect going here. This is going to be on the, yeah, I don't really care about that, but I like to talk about it.
Good combo. Now, the reason that is super crazing is, number one, she's using the fluid acrylic plus washout. It gets cray-cray. That's crazy.
Pat, pat, pat.
Pat, pat, pat.
I like it because it gives you that irregular,
Speckling.
speckly surface that you just really can't get any other way. Well, that I know
That is
about.
very
Somebody out
true,
there
Lynn.
may,
Very true.
know about that, but I don't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are close enough that they have a relationship to each other. Now what I would like to do on some of these, this is awfully yellow. I think I'm going to bring in a little bit more of the green.
Sandy says, do you need to condition a new plate? Well,
Well,
sometimes.
you do at some point. I mean, it's new, but I've used it a lot. So I can tell by how it builds up on the edges whether I need to or not. And the other way is when you're pulling your prints and you're just,
Hi, Mary Ellen.
you know, have to stop and go build your muscles up on a weightlifting program before you can pull the print. That's probably a good indicator that you need to
Condition it.
condition.
Yeah.
And conditioning isn't going to hurt it. I mean, you're going to do anything. And make sure you get your edges. I even like to get down here,
A little bit underneath there.
yeah. And see that? I just pulled out some gunk. Because I feel like that's where it also is going to be drying out. Because that doesn't ever get attention.
Yeah, yeah. That makes sense.
And even these areas where I don't have any of the paste, this can also be used for, you know, just adding interest to one little area maybe.
Robin, there is a little short. I should probably like link that to like the. I don't know if we've done a blog. Oh, you know what? Yes, Robin. I believe that P did it during the beginner, you know, the one video we did that was really specific to beginning gel printers. I'm pretty sure that there was a whole little, you know, section in there about cleaning and conditioning. Pretty sure of that. And then she's shown it many times, like during certain live streams. But I think in particular that was when we focused in on, hey, this is like how you do it.
The whole thing about it is, you're making an investment, and I don't know how much. How much is the 12 by 12 now? I mean, it's not.
It's $40-50, I think.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so my original gel plate that I have, and I can't tell you which one it is, but I mean, I probably could if I'd really look at it and think about it, is almost coming up on 3 years old. And it's still performing just exactly like it did from the day one. I attribute that to that I do periodically get all the paint off.
Mm-hmm.
The first layer I tape.
Yeah, 12 by 12 is $45.
Well, that's a significant investment. At least it is for me. That's a lot of money. And I don't want to keep paying that. So I'm going to take care of what I have.
Yeah.
So I can keep on using it. Clean the plate up with your tape first.
Mm-hmm.
Then I do what I call a cleaning oiling layer. I put it all over, and I take the baby wipe things and I clean it all off and get all of the paint off of there until I'm holding my baby wipe and I can't see any more paint. And I know that it is clean. Then I lastly do what I call the massage. I put it on there and I work it around everywhere. Mm-hmm. And if you get too much oil on, you can just come in with your baby wipe and wipe it off. And then I let it sit overnight. And I mean, you know, look at that. It's a beautiful, beautiful surface to work with. And it's not going to be giving me problems because it's sticking where it shouldn't stick and not sticking where it should.
Yeah. And the thing is so if you're feeling like it's too oily, you can wipe a little of that away. Put a couple of sheets of paper on it. It'll kind of sop it up.
Suck it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. On these, if you're going to put down paper on top of these because you're storing them and you don't want the gel plate to touch the top of your storage unit, you need to put a big enough piece of paper down that it's going off the edges. Don't layer your papers. Because if you do, you're going to have a line.
And then it's hard to kind of get it. It will come out.
It will come out, but it's going to be irritating.
She knows.
In the process of how long it's going to come out. Okay. We're going to pull this one with just yellow.
Yeah.
And this is what I call a dry pull. I'm going to wait for it to dry before I pull it. And you have to use your Carnival tissue paper because the other paper will just rip off in shreds. And for God's sake, don't ever, you cannot use rice paper for dry pulls.
Yeah. Hold on one second. P cannot use rice paper for dry pulls. It has been said that others have achieved this. P does not, or cannot, has not.
I don't have whatever talent it is for...
it ends in bad words.
Ends in bad words.
And she's like, this stuff just never works for her.
I'm just cleaning up that edge right now.
Yeah.
With a baby wipe because I can.
Because I can. Because I'm an adult person with baby wipes and I'm doing it.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to take a dry one and make sure that I've got it as uniformly down there as possible. And then you will have this piece of paper to work with. All righty.
Hi, Cheryl.
Now, I just happen to have, I was going to save this for Tuesday, but what time? My computer is not on.
You got 20 minutes.
20 minutes? All right, well, we're probably going to end up a little early today, but I am going to go ahead and show you this.
Okay.
This particular plate has...
Estella says, it's the rice paper, it's not UP. No, that's true. I've heard others talk about this rice paper working.
I have heard them talk about it. It has not been my experience.
It is elusive to the PM Artist Studio experience.
My experience has not been pleasant with rice paper other than using it as a quick pull.
Yeah.
I
Very
can do
quick.
Yeah, don't linger.
No lingering.
No lingering because it will suck down there and it will become part of the plate.
All
right, this is a perfect example of when it is time to clean the plate. All right, so what am I looking for here? Well, I'm looking at my print and you can see. All right, it didn't pull that up. And the reason it didn't pull that up is because it didn't adhere. Now, there's two reasons. This was a very thinly applied layer for a pull layer. That could have something to do with it. But you can also tell by the layers that you've got. All right. I've got at least 3, maybe 4 4 layers of paint have been applied to this, and it's not getting better. It's not pulling up.
That's how you know. Something else needs to happen.
Something else needs
Because it does not, like you said, not getting better.
Yeah.
This will only continue.
And the thing about it is this, unless you do something remarkable here, it's not going to come up. And I apologize for the sound, but we're using up our old tape.
That shouldn't sound like that. Why did that sound like that? That's still like noiseless tape. I don't know what you're doing. Or is that...
No, this is the old stuff.
Oh. Oh,
Remember,
it is. Is this the thin... Oh, why?
It's a very thin...
I have nice... Yeah.
Oh, well, we should just use this. Because it's just... All I'm using it for is to pull up paint, and it works great for this. So, you can do that.
Yeah.
And perfectly. And if I do this right, I can get a lot out of this one piece of tape.
Yeah. Line it up.
Line it up.
You can also utilize the tape. Oh, it gets a little tricky figuring out ways to like glue it down or secure it or...
Yeah,
you know.
I really, you know, I haven't,
You can tape down the tape.
Here,
That's one way to get her done. Tape the tape.
Here's my new
System.
method. And you can keep your little bits and pieces inside toilet paper. I mean, toilet paper rolls.
We need to do a video. Just the...
We should just line them up, all the different ways you can use them.
I mean, you've at least got top 10. I don't know if we could do 100. That's a lot. But, you know, you got a top 10 ways to use toilet paper rolls.
Absolutely. Now, the main thing I'm looking for here is I'm looking to get off.
Oh, yeah, we're using the stuff that everybody uses. Tracy, it's a pea thing.
What?
The rice paper thing.
I've used multiple kinds.
Maybe we could just say it's something about the atmosphere here.
There you go. Let's go with that.
We're going to go with that. It's either planetary or climate. You know, like it.
So to the extent that I have started saving my tape,
Mm-hmm.
I'm utilizing it also in trying to get a full on,
Yeah.
you know, whatchamacallit here. Because it makes it more interesting if it doesn't have a lot of blank spaces on it. It's a lot harder than you think.
Well, Jan, tell them you found your tribe, because we are all toilet paper roll savers here. I could pull out a package full of them.
I'm telling you, I used up almost every one I had. And if I hadn't had those, Mariah...
Well, you just let me know. I know where the backup
bunch?
The backup bunch probably is, yes. She acts like I don't allow her to keep these things. I do, just not in excess.
Well, and then she puts them places where I can't find them.
That's only
Now, see, that's looking like a really nice piece of tape. And the thing about it is, the bald spots, you just go along and you pick it at the places. I don't know why this down here is not wanting to come up. Alright, so
Hey, cat.
then I take my toilet paper roll. I've already got one started back here.
That seems right.
The
though.
other day.
Seems right. I think about those sorts of things.
The reason I do this is because I really hate having, and this thin stuff is the pits. Trying to find the end of the tape again. So I just use that part that I cut off to keep my place. I don't have to find that deadgum stuff anymore. Oh!
There you go.
Now I've got a little bit more movement if I don't have to drag around the rest of the tape over there. But see, if you just put it down, am I in camera?
Yeah, I have it. I have the wide view. We're at the, you know.
You just reach down there and grab it off with your tape. It's okay to get a little bit rough with it.
Yeah. Now you want to make sure that you're only using this type of, you know, a packing tape.
Yeah, masking tape is a big no-no. It will pull out chunks of your...
Yeah.
I haven't had that happen, but someone told me that, and I believed it because...
Well, you watched the video, I thought.
I did. And it was a sad day.
It was.
And then whenever I decide what I'm going to do with this tape, I'll have it.
On a roll.
On a roll.
There you go. It's certainly prettier. I like that could be decoration until used.
Yeah. All right, here's what we use. We used to use the fancy stuff.
Yes.
It smells good and everything. You don't have to.
But then she acquired many, many more plates and required more oiling. And I was like...
And I'm just like, you know, I don't really think I need that fancy stuff.
It smells good. And it can also be used on your
Now, I have
cutting
this,
board.
see the bottom of that? I have this over here in a, and I'm just going to set that there because I'm going to throw that away anyway. A little piece of pottery that I made, simply because that oily surface will get all over. And you don't want that. Well, I need to do a little bit better job cleaning that up down there, but that's all right.
You missed it.
You can pick it off. Izzy loves to do this. She's a picker. I think it's genetic.
Oh, yeah, the Gelli Arts plates are just fine. And sometimes they do tend to be on sale more. We just, number one, we have a great relationship with Gel Press. We love their plates because they tend to be a little bit thicker. I don't know that that matters. But the ultimate thing is that A, they're a very nice company, and B, their plates smell like heaven because they have kind of a spicy vanilla-y smell to them when they're new. It does wear off.
It does, unfortunately.
Like, you know.
I want them to make that scent so that I can reapply it.
Yeah. I keep
They
meaning
haven't
to...
responded to that request.
Well, no, I need to... I don't know that I have made that request directly. It was more just indirectly. You want to say hi?
But you can see here, I mean, I'm not getting a lot off, but I've got some of that, whatever paint I used with that turquoise. Boy, is that ever
Did it fall off again?
some
Our
sticky...
sculpture is more of an interactive kind of thing.
We need to, put,
I put tape on it.
You did?
Yeah. We need to, staple it or something. But then I need to alter the card, because then I guess it would include staples as part of
We need to put, clear tape,
Or you just want to encase it.
yeah. Maybe
But then it's not very sculpture-y. If y'all haven't seen that post over in Makers,
Hello.
if you want to come in and say hi.
Hello.
And the thing about it is, you know, I love grunge as much as the next person. But
If someone
inevitably
likes
it
my
comes
band,
off when you don't
put
want
a
it to.
thumbs up.
Okay.
And you can't predict that it's going to come off when you want it to.
There.
It also helps if you've got a nice surface underneath your gel plate to see
Looking
where
for
your
that
paint
thumbs
is
up.
sticking.
On
And
here.
I can see that that was a problem. Now some of this stuff is on the plate underneath. So that's just, there is that. I don't know how I managed to get paint on the underneath side of some of these things. Absolutely amazing. I couldn't do that if I tried. Now, the last little thing here is I just take this is just the massaging. You don't need a lot of oil. This is where, and really, I'm kind of just moving this around, and I'm not even looking at the plate. I can feel where there might be something. I could feel that. I didn't necessarily see it there.
And here's the thing. What she's talking about is more like, paint that just stays on the plate. will build up.
Will build up.
And then if you are storing that and you just put your plate directly to whatever storage bin that you're putting it in, it then adheres to that and will build up and then creates pit marks.
Pitty.
That
yes.
are very hard to get rid of. Not to say that
Dense.
you can't, but it becomes an issue.
Now see, I can still see. I couldn't see them, but I can feel them. Little places where, oh, that may be on the other underneath side.
We have 10 minutes. Actually, 9.
And it's not like an oil slick.
To your daddy. Your daddy knows. See.
But it's just a nice...
That's funny.
I need to take my X-Acto or my scraper knife and get that off because that's really irritating. It is on the underneath side. I can feel it.
Oh, it's on the opposite side.
Yeah. I probably just, what I did was I was being lazy and just flipped it over and...
Yeah. And every once in a while what we do is we will go through and with the window, you know, the window scraper, this
Yeah.
hootie do. You need one of those.
And get off all this stuff on the
It
edge.
would be great if you did that in camera. Sort of in camera.
It really
If
helps
in a little
if it's
kit.
on a flat surface.
Yes.
Okay. You just...
There you go. But usually what we do is we take the plates off and then we just clean them all.
And I don't rip the plates off a lot because I think it puts a lot of stress on them.
They
Because,
stretch out.
and I don't think that's necessarily good for the integrity of the plate. So I don't do that business very often unless it gets really bad on the edge here
Uh-huh.
and starts going underneath, because then I know that I'm creating some problems on that edge.
And now we need to remember this was the stream. This is one of the streams where we talked about how to clean and condition your plate, because we're always like, yeah, we talked about that a little while ago. I don't know, you know.
It never hurts to do a bit of recapping.
Yeah.
And I truly believe that this is an important...
Oh, there you go, Candy.
If you take care of your supplies, they will take care of you. And I know I'm a terrible brush. I feel bad about my brushes sometimes. Now, my ones that are new and really
fancy,
I do have a tendency to
yeah,
really care for those. All right. Well, let's do a quick recap here. Okay, you can see this one.
very nice. Some super green happening in this here stream.
Super green happening here. And you don't really know that there's a texture there for sure until you feel it.
Well, hold it up into the technology and give them a little, you know, side view of it, because it sometimes does, at least you can get a more visual feel.
How's that?
It's a visual feel. Yes,
Visual.
that was good.
Yeah, nobody's touching anything.
Yeah.
All right, again, I don't know. I might need to do this one again.
Yeah, it's a little more like, so you don't even really see the design there.
You don't. And here's the thing. It's going to show up probably more if I do the back side of this,
Yeah.
because I will get a more even layer. But we'll save that for later, because that's not my first go-to. You do this one first, and then you take it from there. But you can see again, this is that. And maybe even mix up some more of my yellow wash out here, because see, look, I've just got about that much left there. And we have this. Have this.
Yeah, Kathy, I think, yeah, she conditions hers every other session or so. Yeah, I mean, really, how it depends on
What?
conditioning your plate every other session or so.
Well, what I do, I totally rely on how it feels when I'm pulling prints.
Yeah.
That's how I know. If it is tough getting that off of there, that means it's time.
Yeah.
There's too much sticky going on. Or if you know, use that
Rice paper.
rice paper.
Maybe that's
then
the thing.
You pretty much have to clean it. All right, and then we've got this nice brayer off here.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's getting pretty special too. I might go ahead and just leave that and put another layer of yellow down there.
I would think it probably
How's
even...
the stick going?
I just put the stick over in the stick jar. I don't want to mess with the stick. You need to just leave it be and not think about
Is
it.
it flat?
It's upright. What do you think, that the gravity of the world is going to, cause issue?
I don't know if you were...
I felt like it was the best position. Personally.
Okay, well, I guess it is what it is.
Yeah.
And I wanted to show this because Mariah handed me this.
Did you make new notes on it?
I did.
I kid you not. This bag.
It has hole expanders, picture wire, 2 buttons. They're not the same. An eye and hooks and hangers.
And every time we move or do a project, I basically have a bag like this. Of just the little project things, or you go around like when you're moving and you pull all the nails from the walls, and then I just put them all in a bag that I can't find whenever we have moved to the new place. Therefore,
Well, I kept those 2 eye hooks in my thing over here, so I won't have to ask you about that bag anymore.
Okay.
I have another whole bin of stuff like that Mariah put somewhere
Yeah. Probably up yonder.
when she was cleaning.
Yeah. See? Eddie has
Okay.
bags like that.
I'm basically done.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. We very much appreciate it. We shall see you back here tomorrow for some ATC adventures and whatnot. More probably whatnot, but definitely ATCs are going to be involved somehow, some way. But we will see you back again tomorrow. Thank you so much. If you have come in here at the end, we are at the end. Do give those thumbsy upsies. If you haven't, come back, leave those comments, do all that YouTube business, and we'll see you next time. Bye.